everyone, hope you are good and be happy always. Once again, welcome to Shachi's Academy, and today we will discuss monopolistic competition or monopolistic market. What is that? The market which we go to every day, that is monopolistic market. That is the market where there are many sellers who are selling differentiated products like many types of toothpaste, many types of soaps which are close substitutes of one another, like Lux, Rexona, Breeze, Dove or Pears, any type of soap we see that is basically used for bathing. But the fact is they are close substitutes of one another. They are having different trademarks in the brands. So what is that? That is monopolistic competition. Let's discuss the definition first. Okay, what's the definition? Here, monopolistic competition is a form of market. It's a type of market where many sellers sell differentiated products. There are many sellers who may be small or large, and they sell differentiated products. That means the products which are differentiated in form of, you can say, color, size, or you may say packaging, advertisement, texture, anything, shape, etc. So they are differentiated, but they are close substitutes of one another. That means they can be used in place of one another, just like different types of toothpaste like Colgate, Pepsodent, Dant Kanti, etc. and Meswak, etc. We have many types of toothpaste in our Indian market having different brands. So what is that? What is product differentiation then? Trademark, brand name. So trademark and the brand name are the two things which differentiate the products that are substitutes for one another. Which are substitutes? The things which can be used for one another. So here, all these products are substitutes of one another. They are close substitutes like toothpaste, soaps, soft drinks. We have many types of cold drinks, beverages. You can say Thumbs Up, Coca-Cola, 7-Up, Sprite. You can say many, Pepsi, anything like that. So they are all the soft drinks and they quench our urge of having something cold. They are cold drinks and they can be used in place of one another. But basically they are cold beverages, right? Then, what is monopolistic competition? It is just a mixed form of your perfect competition and your monopoly. How? Like perfect competition, there are many sellers. But the difference is they sell differentiated products, not unlike your perfect competition. In perfect competition, they sell similar products or homogeneous products which are same in color, size, texture, everything. But here the products are differentiated. Okay. Then, like monopoly, they have some power, that they have partial control over the price of commodity. Why? Because when they have different trademark and the brand name, people get used to using their product, they get accustomed to that and they become loyal to their brand. So due to brand loyalty that they can exercise through their brands or the size or color or whatever brand they have, in that case they exercise partial control over the price and the consumers, right? So this is the mixed form. Monopolistic is the mixed form of perfect competition and monopoly. Then what are the features, basic features of your monopolistic competition? Number one, large number of buyers and sellers. That is similar to your perfect competition, right? There are large number of buyers and sellers are selling substituted products, closely substituted products, and they are differentiated products. Then product differentiation, that is close substitutes of one another. They are selling differentiated products, that is we have discussed. Then third is selling cost in advertisement. So they have to advertise. Why? Because they are selling close substitutes and they have to advertise because they have a different trademark, they have different brand name, and to say that their commodity or their product is better than other products, they have to advertise. They have to choose some brand ambassador, pay him, and all these things involve huge amount of cost in advertisement and advertising product on different digital media, on newspaper, print media, etc. and through pamphlets and everything. They have to do a lot of advertisement, lot of investment in advertisement, and that is known as selling cost. What is selling cost? Advertisement cost, you can say, is selling cost, and the cost involved in selling their commodity is selling cost. So they have to incur huge selling cost in selling their products in monopolistic competitive market. It allows partial control on price due to brand loyalty. As I discussed, that people become used to their product and they can exercise some brand loyalty with their consumers and they can exercise partial control on price also. Number 4, the curve, that is demand curve, that is in your monopolistic competition is negatively sloping. Just like a normal demand curve, it is negatively sloping. Okay, this is normal demand curve or the average demand curve. But you need to remember only one thing. If if you are given the question of monopoly and monopolistic competition at the same time, and if you are asked differentiate between monopolistic competition and monopoly, then you can confront some problem in making this diagram. What you can do there for monopolistic competition, this is monopolistic competition. What happens here? Here the demand curve that is confronted by a monopolistic competitor firm is more elastic, and here the demand curve of your monopoly is less elastic. You can see the slope of demand curve in monopoly is less elastic. You can say monopoly, or you can say inelastic. This is inelastic, you can say, and this is elastic, right? Okay, so here in monopolistic competition the curve is elastic and here it is inelastic. You can say it is having a steeper slope and it is having a gentler slope. Differentiation clear? Number 5 is non-price competition. Although monopolistic competitors can control their prices or they can exercise partial control over the prices of the commodities, they never involve in price wars. Why? Because if they decrease the price of their commodity, other manufacturers or other sellers will also follow them and they will also decrease their price, and in that case all of them will incur losses, and that's why they never involve price wars. Instead, what do? They differentiate the products in terms of colors, advertisement, texture, packaging, etc. So that is here. So non-price competition is there and they do not involve in price wars. 6. Freedom of entry and exit. Firms in monopolistic competition are free to exit the market and enter the market. If anyone wants to produce the commodities which are in monopolistic competition, they can come in the market, they can establish their firms and manufacture that commodity. Otherwise, they can, if they are incurring losses, they can exit that market also. Then, 7. Lack of perfect mobility for factors of production. In your monopolistic competition, the factors of production are not perfectly mobile, and the goods and services are also not perfectly mobile, and that's why their prices differ in different markets. 8. Lack of perfect knowledge of market. Both buyer and seller are not having perfect knowledge of the market. For example, buyer is not aware that in some other shop the same commodity which he is purchasing here at higher prices is available at lower price. In the same manner, similarly, seller is also not aware that some buyer can purchase his commodity at higher price, right? So both are ignorant about the market conditions and they do not have perfect knowledge of the market conditions. So that was all about your monopolistic competition. This is just the introduction, and regarding pricing and all we discuss in higher classes, and for 12th standard this is sufficient. This is just the introduction. Okay, so any case you can take the screenshot. If you have any problem you can just mention in the comments, and take care. God bless you. Thank you.